Ladies and gentlemen, Russell Cage Experience 2 coming at you right here on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and MySpace. Probably, I don't know, there's some other websites. Do a Yahoo search, you can find me, I don't know. Smackdown for July 10th, 2009 is in the books. Overall, Smackdown tonight, the only, I guess, saving grace of it was the Chris Jericho Rey Mysterio Intercontinental title rematch. The only downfall I have to that I will discuss when it gets right down to it, when I talk about the match. But we open the show. Jeff Hardy basically comes out with an eye patch, says his injury's legit, blah 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 blah. Just continuing this entire eye angle with CM Punk. Jeff Hardy is facing Kane, and somewhat of a long match, but it wasn't all that good. At least to me, it wasn't. Kane picks up the victory thanks to CM Punk's distraction to Jeff Hardy, and basically he wins it with a choke slam. Blah blah blah. There we go. Next up, we have a couple segments, which leads into the Dolph Ziggler versus John Morrison match. There is a Crime Time Word Up segment, and Jesse is still doing the comedy routine. He is Smackdown Santino. There we are. We lead the next segment with Teddy Long. John Morrison leads into Dolph Ziggler versus John Morrison, which was somewhat of a short match, but I think it could have been longer. I think it was alright. Not the best, not the worst. Just okay. Between Dolph Ziggler and John Morrison. Dolph Ziggler picks up the victory with holding the tights. And before this, Morrison was talking to Teddy Long about challenging the World Heavyweight Champion after Night of Champions. So, I don't know how this will affect that decision, this loss to Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler did not really get a clean win, I guess so to say. He did have a handful or two of tights to pick up the victory. So, Dolph Ziggler picking up the victory, looking to see good things between these two guys later on down the road. Ridiculous R-Truth segment. Just no. I know you're trying to get him over with the fans, but it's I didn't like it personally. I thought it was just a time filler and useless. There we are. Melina and Eve Torres versus Layla and Michelle McCool is up next. Good, pretty good women's diva tag team action here tonight. Melina's good. Eve Torres is getting better in the ring. Layla's getting somewhat better in the ring. And Michelle McCool's good in the ring as well. She's like Melina. They're both well trained and can put on a good match. Melina and Eve pick up the victory after Layla gets rolled up with a pin. Melina and Michelle McCool kind of brawl a little bit after the match. So I don't know how this is going to work out. I know they're feuding and whatnot. So I guess I can't remember if it's announced already for Night of Champions Michelle McCool versus Melina or not. I can't remember. Let me know in the comments for sure if it is or not. But Melina and Eve pick up the victory in a pretty good women's tag team match. The next match is CM Punk versus the Great Khali. Jeff Hardy's on commentary. Before the match, though, CM Punk basically talks about some prescription he has for his eyes and how Jeff Hardy uses illegal drugs and that sort of thing. Good promo. Good heel promo, in my opinion. I don't know if they're trying to make it a heel promo, but it was a good heel promo, in my opinion, from CM Punk. That was a good part. The only downfall I have here, the only bad thing, is I would have put CM Punk and Jeff Hardy against different opponents. Maybe had Jeff Hardy versus Dolph Ziggler, then maybe have John Morrison versus CM Punk once again, because those two would have been better. Would have been better overall for Jeff and Punk for tonight. It does end in a no contest. Kane comes out, and him and Great Khali get into a chair swinging contest. So no contest with that match. Next up, we have Crime Time versus the Hart Dynasty. Hart Dynasty get the victory here with little assists from Natalia. I'm guessing these two are going to be feuding for a little bit, maybe up till SummerSlam. I don't know. We'll just have to see, because they still haven't really got this unified tag team title thing panned out, and it's aggravating me a little bit, honestly. They need to, I guess, make a decision. I guess they'll do it Monday night. Unfortunately, for those of you that have not heard, Seth Green is our guest host for Monday Night Raw, so my prediction is nothing but a comedy show once again. And they just had two good shows. I'm trying not to judge too quickly here with the entire Seth Green hosting, but it makes you wonder of how good it's going to be. I'm expecting a lot of comedy out of it, unfortunately. So Seth Green, he might make a decision about the unified tag titles. I don't know. But anyway, we have next up the main event: Chris Jericho versus Rey Mysterio, match of the night. In my opinion, this was, anytime these two get together, it's a good match, and you're going to be entertained. Rey picks up the victory over Chris Jericho, and I mean, these guys were just back and forth, you know. Rey Mysterio jumping around the ring like a monkey, Chris Jericho reversing moves, and I mean they're great. They have great chemistry in the ring together, as far as that goes. Afterwards, though, Edge and Dolph Ziggler both come down, so it appears as if our next Intercontinental title feud is Dolph Ziggler versus Rey Mysterio, which I think will be good. Honestly, I think that will be a good feud. It will be good matches. Also, Dolph Ziggler has been improving. Rey Mysterio is already good. I mean, he's not one of my favorite wrestlers, but he's a good wrestler, and I enjoy his matches. So, still unsure about what's happening with the tag titles. Like I said, the main thing is this match was a saving grace of SmackDown to keep it from being completely horrible. But it wasn't so horrible. I mean, the only two, I guess, bad matches were Kane and Jeff Hardy and CM Punk Khali, with a close second being Dolph Ziggler and John Morrison. Even though I like them both, that their match even could have been better. So, with that being said, that's my recap of SmackDown. Looking forward to seeing Dolph Ziggler, Rey Mysterio, and I mean, match tonight, Chris Jericho, Rey Mysterio. Kind of disappointed to see maybe the feud ending. Who knows? It might pick back up with Edge out of commission. Needs to put Jericho somewhere. We'll have to wait and see. So, with that being said, we may see Jericho, John Morrison, a more contender match for World Heavyweight title. I don't know. That's a prediction right there. So, let me know what you guys thought of SmackDown. Thank you guys for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe. With that being said, I'm out of here. You guys have a great night. Peace out.